Many students come to college for a new beginning, others to make a name for themselves. But these students chose college as a way to just be themselves.
So it was my sophomore year of Point Park, I believe, is when I came out. Me and a group of my friends just like all had one of our fun little get-togethers. And I don't know, there's just something about just like of them all being there that I just like felt like comfortable with, just telling them like who I like truly was.
According to the Human Rights Campaign, coming out is the first time you are actively talking about your sexual orientation or gender identity with family, friends, coworkers, classmates, and other people in your life.
Sexuality-wise, when I was 19, just before well, to my parents, just before I went to college, I'm actually trans, and so then I had come out the spring of my freshman year.
According to a study done by the Williams Institute, 27% of people identify as LGBTQ between the ages of 18 to 24. It also states that the average age of coming out was 19, but is now 16.
Senior year of high school, maybe right before, like that summer, because that's when I met my girlfriend, that's when we started dating, that's when I realized that I was gay. I think the first person I came out to was my dad. He was pretty cool about it. I mean, he was a little weird about it at first.
Coming out is a different experience for everyone, whether it be good or bad, but it is a life-changing moment.
I was nervous about how my parents would take it both times, and especially after the first time it went okay. They were kind of upset, but like accepting enough, and got better as time went on. But then coming out as trans was like a whole different thing.
My mom was a little difficult. She was one of those moms, she didn't kick me out, which is great, but she wasn't like exactly supportive either. She was just kind of like, I don't agree with that, but okay, you know. So she wasn't like outwardly like mean about it, but she wasn't exactly supportive about it.
A little bit, I don't want to say animosity, there was a little bit, I'll say jealousy, because I told my friends before I actually told my family. And when they heard that, they were just like, seriously, you can tell us first. But no, there wasn't any, I wasn't outcasted or wasn't pushed to the side or like looked at differently with my family or friends.
Along with sharing her story, Samari explained a little about Point Park's only LGBTQ club, the Gender and Sexuality Spectrum Alliance Club, or the GSSA. She started the club with a friend 3 years ago, noting that Point Park didn't have one, and is leaving on a high note.
Really is to get people who are like in the LGBT community to meet other people in the community. And we do talk about important things in the club. I don't just mess around. I do like to have fun. But my main goal is for people to make friendships here.
Another resource on campus is Parker Warns. Parker holds safe zone trainings with faculty, staff, and student leaders to help them better work with LGBTQ members of the student body.
A safe zone qualified if they go through the training, do the 3-hour thing, and they sign a paper at the end that says like, okay, I've done the training, I feel like I'm prepared to talk to people about it, and I feel like I can be a safe space for people. Whenever they sign that paper, they get that sticker that you see around the university, and that kind of designates them as like someone, a student or a peer could go in and talk to them and be like, hey, I need resources for LGBT stuff, or like, hey, I'm not sure what I'm doing with sexuality or my gender. So it just kind of marks them as someone that you know is an ally that they can talk to.
College is normally known to be stressful, but for these students, it was a place for them to embrace change and be happy.
You get it all, like once it happens and you just feel like you're just opened up to this wonderful world and just like all these new, like I've said this already, this new lifestyle that just like once you experience it, once you indulge in it, it's just truly beautiful and like breathtaking. And